Welcome to Palermo in Sicily. There's a lot to see here, and if it's your first time, it could be easier on a hop-on hop-off bus. We're going to hit a few things. First, the church with a bakery that sells beer, and then the No Mafia Museum.
As you see on the wall, we are full of victims.
Then we'll take you to the largest opera house in Italy, here in Palermo. Then the jewel in the city, the cathedral and its views from the roof. And then Jean will find you the gate of the old city.
From the port, you pass the Church of Santa Maria and you walk up the Corso Vittorio Emanuele. This is Spring Corner, where the statues are one on top of the other.
First up, at this important junction, we're going to turn left. St. Catherine's Church, famous for a number of things, including its decor and the cakes, the beer and the statues.
Here's the City Hall, and these statues next to it are all naked, and they're outside the Church of St. Catherine's. If you come into St. Catherine's Church, you'll find these beautiful cloisters where you can sit down and have a rest by the fountain. And entrance to the cloisters is free. The unique selling point, as far as I'm concerned, is they have a bakery here. Cake and a beer in church. What's not to like?
There is a lot to keep your interest here, but we have a lot to do. So back to that ornate circus, and we're going to turn right, head past the shops and a few markets, and find...
Very impressive opera house, the biggest in Italy. Outside the opera house is a bust of Giuseppe Verdi. You can get guided tours up to 5 o'clock. The guided tours cost €10 and last 30 minutes. Unfortunately, they're rehearsing today, so we can't go in. Inside the opera house, they have tourist information and the best map we've found. The market just along from the opera house is very relaxed. No one hassles you. Complete contrast to Turkey. This is Spring Corner, where the statues are one on top of the other, and I've heard there's a little No Mafia Museum up here. Let's go and see if we can find it. Everyone knows about the Godfather, and this museum was set up to show how the people of Sicily really suffered, and Maximilia would love you to pass by. And this is on Vittorio Emanuele.
Via Vittorio Emanuele is the main street of Palermo, with old Makeda also. As you see on the wall, we are full of victims. Millions of dollars. If you see the cocaine, heroin, hashish in the same here is 122 million, some more. The bandits, Salvatore Giuliano is the famous bandits of Sicily. And he asked to President Truman to remove Sicily from Italy and put in USA under the power. So it's very, very interesting and fascinating history about the bandits.
As you walk up towards the cathedral, the No Mafia Museum is on the right, and it's well worth a look. The Cathedral of Palermo is located in the historical centre of Palermo, and along with other churches was added to the UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2015, being part of Arab Norman Palermo. Its history goes back much further than when the Pope ordered the Norman Roger II to take Arab Sicily in exchange for a godly crown as king in 1072. A first church was built here in the area mentioned in the papal bull of Pope Leo the Great 444 and in a letter to the Sicilian clergy in 447. In 592, the Bishop Vittori had the church demolished and built a new Byzantine-type church on the ruins. During the Arab domination of Palermo between 831 and 1072, the church was a mosque. An earthquake damaged the building on February the 4th, 1169. The bell tower and parts of the facade were affected badly. The divine punishment was blamed on the corruption in the city. The cathedral was rebuilt by Walter Offermill, the Anglo-Norman Archbishop of Palermo, during the reign of William II of Sicily, and it was consecrated on April the 6th, 1185. Improvements during the 14th and 15th centuries saw the four corner towers erected, the western portal and the altar of St. Peter. In the 16th century, the marble tribune in the central apse and the northern portal and the clock was added to the southeastern tower. In the 17th century, the chapel of Santa Rosilla was completed, which houses an urn containing her mortal remains. There's a story here. She is the patron saint of Palermo, who lived as a hermit in a cave on Monte Pellegrino, but appeared to a sick woman in Palermo during the plague of 1624.
Down in the crypt are the tombs of the archbishops and cardinals.
Then to a hunter who she told to climb the mountain, get her bones from the cave and bring them to the city. The rest, as they say, is history. In the 18th century, the interior was radically remodeled during restructuring.
Constance of Aragon's crown, and now I've got to go down the stairs again. This is not wheelchair friendly.
In the 19th century, other work was done after the 1823 earthquake.
Buongiorno! Do you have a ticket for the museum?
If you buy the full ticket for €15 in the cathedral, it includes entry into the museum. This is the most important artifact in the museum, and it's Mary adoring Jesus. Oh no, it's a model of the destroyed tribune. Originally called the Eagle Gate, now the New Gate, this was dedicated to Karl V for his defeat of the Moors, and the statues are of the Berbers he defeated, and it's the gate to the old city. Look how wide the fortification is. Just inside the new gate on the right is the Royal Palace of Palermo. It's a mixture of Norman and Arab architecture and was the residence of the Normans from Roger II. These buildings just look like they come out of an old Sophie Loren movie, don't they? Originally named Politiama, Garibaldi's name was added later. There is a definite romance to eating in the street at night.